Welcome to another interesting session of SAP product costing. Today we are going to look at the configurations of material ledger as well as actual costing. Okay. Now, before coming to this session, please go through my session on material ledger. That is where I have, in great length and detail, I have explained the concept of material ledger, what is the object of material ledger, etc. In S4HANA, what is the purposes or functionalities of material ledger, what is the objectives of material ledger, etc. I have completed, covered in great length. Today we are going to look at the configurations to enable the material ledger. Okay. Okay. So we are going to look at the settings: define material ledger and assign currency, assign material ledger type to valuation area, activate material ledger. These first two settings I have already covered as part of configuration, CO configurations, but I will show you in the screen what we have done. And then activate material ledger, maintain number ranges for material ledger document, configure dynamic price changes, define material update structure, assign material update structure to valuation area, activate actual costing, activate actual cost component split, and production startup. These are the things that which we are going to look at how to configure them today. So let me go to straight away SAP. I do not have here. Let me. Okay. Here I have come to the SPRO configurations, right, where you configure. Okay. Let's first go to the controlling settings. Okay. In controlling settings, let me go to general controlling. Okay. Organization. No, not general. So let's go to product cost controlling. Here you have actual costing and material ledger. The first thing is you need to assign the currencies to a profile. Okay. What all currencies that you will configure. So if you recollect in CO configuration, we spoke about this to B100, and then I said what currencies I have assigned: 10, 30 and 40. These are the three currencies that I have assigned. So every time you create a material, you will get to see the record in all these three currencies, right? Okay. And then, okay, what is the next setting? So here I go to assign material ledger types to valuation area. For us, the valuation area at which we are going to evaluate the materials is plant. So I have assigned BB10 and BB20, these two plants here, BB10 and BB20, to the in this company code to this particular valuation profile. Means what? Every time a material in this plant gets valuated, it gets valuated as per the material ledger type. To this material ledger profile, I have enabled three different currencies. So all these three currencies will be enabled. If you want to check, click on this green button. It will give you an indication of what all currencies. So if you see here, 10, 30, 40 has been activated, and for both ML as well as it is integrated with FI. But the fourth currency is not ML currency type, which is 50, but it is set as a FI currency. So FI documents will get posted in 4. You can even choose up to 10 currencies. Okay, but we have selected 4 of them. The ML material ledger is going to get posted only in 3 different currencies. That's what it is saying in the fourth currency. See, though we can use, it is allowed in material ledger, the 50 currency, but you have set it as only FI currency type, you have not set it as ML currency type, which means it is fine. Okay. Now we have to activate the material ledger. Okay. I'll activate the material ledger. Okay. So let's say click here. Okay. Now first let us check the material ledger settings if there are any issues with the material ledger settings. So my plant is BB10. Okay. If there are any issues, I will get to know here. It says no material update structure assigned, right? This is one setting. So we can do this setting even after what you call setting up your activating the material ledger. So there's no problem there. So inventory values not reconciled with FI. 100 INR is equal to 1.1 euro. 100 euros is equal to 9090 INR. This is correct. So there's no issues there. When it comes to GBP, there is an issue with respect to currency conversion. I will show that to you. But anyhow, let us activate a material ledger is not active in valuation area. So let me go back and check that. What is the current period it is showing? It is showing, okay, it is showing as 7/2024, which is wrong. So first we have to go and change the period. Let me first go to the transaction OMSY, okay, in a different screen. Okay, in a different screen, I will open up another screen. SAP allows you to open up to 6 screens per user ID. So I'll go into OMSY. I'll see what is the beginning of the period I have set for this company code. So BB for B100, if you look here, for B100, I have set it as 7, but we are now in August. So I have to open 7, close 7, then come to 8. So for that, you go to the transaction /n MMPV, go to MMPV, select your company code B100, and first I am going to start on 7, okay, 2024, okay, then check and close period, okay. Let me just check, close this check and close period, what happens. So it should close previous period 5, etc. Execute it, check and close period executed, okay. The server got disconnected, no issues, I will reconnect it. So we are again connected back. Now go back, check in MMRV, open another screen MMRV, okay. In MMRV for B100, let us see what is the profile that is set. Current period is 7, previous period is 6, last period in previous year is 12. So allow posting to previous period. So but now because we are in August, now 7 is opened. So I will come back and reopen in the MMPV August, okay. So which is period 8. So now I will select here in MMPV August 2024, check and close period. So what it does is that it will close till August, okay. So by period 8, so till period 7 it should close. But because in the setting I said allow previous period, so it will keep the period 7 also open. So 8 2024, I'll execute this, okay. Check and close period, period entered month 8, okay. Company code B100 converted, period closing completed, log issued. So this particular thing is here is completed, okay. Now let's go to MMRV. Let's go to MMRV. That is the report where you get to see. Again, I will execute it. Previously, it showed 7 as the current period. Now you can see it is showing period 8 as the current period. Previous period is 7 and last year period is 12. Allow postings to previous period. So previous period being July, it can still allow. Okay. Save. That's it. Done. Back. That's it. So with this setting, now again go back and check your settings of material ledger. So I'll close these two here. Okay, let me just check. Okay, sorry. So go back, okay, /n SIMG. I want to activate my material ledger, but before that I need to check my currency settings. So first let me check, once again, CKM9 is the shortcut. Go to controlling. In controlling, product cost controlling, actual costing, material ledger, and here, so if you select this one, okay, the T code directly you can check is CKM9. No material update structure assigned. Let me update the material structure and then come back. Okay, so go back, close this. Now if you look at it, there is a material update here, right under actual costing material update. Okay, what it does is, what are the different types of movements, material movements you want to record in the material ledger? You can simply say that I wanted to record only the material issues to production and the goods received from production. You can set it, or any other movement, whatever is happening on the shop floor, if you want to capture, then you have to enable all of those. So what I will here, define material ledger update structure. Look at the T code, additional display key, IMG activity. Okay, the T code here is OMX9. So I will not define it, I will rather make use of it. Look at it, this 0001, maintain material update structure. So for all, for purchase order group, procurement, production, sales order, subcontracting, for all of these, you are letting know that in the material ledger, it should capture the documents. So now what I will do, I will come back, I will assign this 0001 Okay, is there anything else? Only 0001 is there, which is predefined. I will assign it to our valuation area. Click assign material update structure to the valuation area. The T code is OMX8. Execute it. So here I will define new entries. The plant is BB10 and I will define 0001 as the material update structure. And again the plant is BB20. Again I will define that as material update structure. I will assign it as 0001. Save. Save. There is some issue with the currency conversion settings. Okay. So which is what the error message had come. Let me open another screen /O OB08. Okay, here I need to check whether I have maintained the currencies for what are the three currencies I have: Euro and USD as well as INR. So let's first check for the P. P is the currency which you use for controlling documents. So if I now go here in P, okay, let's see P. Initial Euro to INR, it has established. Euro to INR, you have a conversion. So what you have the conversion as of 1/1/2024? There is a conversion that you will get 0.01 euros for 1 INR. Okay. So I don't need this 29/3/2024. I can simply delete it to avoid confusion. Okay. Save that is done. Now I need to know GBP to CNY. Maybe somebody else has configured, we do not know, so we will just leave it there. So the next currency is GBP to INR. Okay, let's see if GBP to INR, what is the conversion? 0.093. So I think there is a small mistake here. This should be how much euros, how many euros you get for 1 INR. I probably believe you will get 0.09. Okay, 0.09, which is why it was showing some weird values when we did the CKM9 settings. So this probably is now correct. 0.09 is correct. Then you will get 0.093 GBP and let's see how many USDs you will get. 0.125 0125 you will get it. So USD to INR is correct. Then Euro to USD is correct. Is this correct? Euro to USD. So I think there is, let me just check what is the currency conversion settings. Okay, let's see one at a time. What is the first currency I have? So first, in an indirect currency, you will give from currency. How much of this from currency you will get for 1 INR? For example, let's catch hold of this row here. Okay, what does this say? For 1 INR, how much of euro will I get? So what I will do, I'll go to, for 1 INR, how much of euro? INR to euro, I will say. INR to euro. So I'll get 0.011. Right? For 1 Indian rupee, you will get 0.011. So this is what I will configure here. 0.01011. This is done. Okay. Then I have euro to USD. How many euros I will get for 1 USD? Okay. Let's see that. Okay. USD to euro, USD to euro. So for 1 USD, you will get 0.92 euros. So for 1 USD, this row here, for 1 USD, you will get 0.092 euros. So this is the one. Next, we will, I don't think somebody has used this Chinese yet, but if somebody has done it, I will not disturb it. Now, what is the next currency? How many GBP you will get it in 1 INR? So, what you will do? GBP to INR currency. GBP to INR. Okay. Go to GBP to INR. Okay. Now, if you look at here, I will get 107.32 rupees for 1 pound sterling. So, for 1 pound, so this is the other way around. GBP to INR. So I'll get how many INR? 105 I have taken here. Here it is 107. So it's fine. Rounding off is fine. But we were at this particular entry, the third entry. How much of GBP you will get for 1 INR? It's the other way around. INR to GBP. INR to GBP. Okay, so you will get 0.0093 pounds per 1 Indian rupee. So if you see here 0.0093, correct, 0.0093 GBPs you will get for 1 INR. This is correct. Okay, now if you come to euro to INR, how much of INR you will get for 1 euro? It's the other way around. I need to, there's no toggle button, so that's one difficulty here. So GBP euro to INR. So okay, I will get 91.48 rupees for 1 euro. So I will say 91.48. I have given here round of 90, which is fine. So calculations will be easy. So 90 INR you are getting for 1 euro. How much of INR you will get for 1 GBP? Let's see. So 1 GBP pounds. Okay, you will get 107. So this is also done. So 105, this particular thing is also done. How much of USD INR you will get for 1 USD? I have set it as 80. This is fine. Now the next one is USD to INR. How much of USD to INR I will get it? So euro to USD. So for 1 euro you get 1.09 USD. For 1 euro you will get 1.09 USD. So I will just change. I have rounded off to 1.10. With this, I think your currency conversion settings are mostly done. The same thing we have to go and check whether in M we have done the same thing. Okay, what I will do is, okay, because we are going to post transaction only from August, I will set the average rate for August this way. Okay, first let me copy this currency conversion settings. All I need to now do is that copy them as average rate. So I'll say M is the average rate. So for M, I will take the date as I'll set it from let's say August onwards. Okay. So from August onwards, because I'm going to do all the bookings from August. Okay. Then I will now remove this Chinese yen, so which I don't require. Okay. These are the settings which I need to now post for average rate M. So what I will do, I'll go back to SAP. Okay, let's see if some of these currency conversions are maintained for August. So nobody has maintained anything in August, so which is good. So now I'll click on new entries. So I don't know why it is not allowing me to enter new entries. So I have to say enter. Okay, it's weird. Okay, it's all showing different values, but I should be able to enter here. When I say new entries, it should give me new entries. Okay, it has given me. So I just have to copy the values now. Copy from Excel. These are the 3 things which I want to copy here. So copy the currencies conversion settings here. Okay, and what am I converting from? I'm going to convert from euro. Okay, so here it is euro. Then here I have to give the target currency. Okay, it will say that the ratios are not maintained, so do not worry. Whenever it asks, that way we will do it. So M 0.1, and I have maintained it for average rate also. Save it. Okay, go back, save, done. Okay, done. Okay, go back. Done. So now let me now recheck. Okay, now material update structure is done. Again, let me go back to the activate material ledger, check whether there are any inconsistencies. So for this particular plant, if I check, so other plant, so you see all of them are tick mark. So it says material ledger is not active in valuation area BB10, which is what we are now going to do. Inventory value is not reconciled. I am not sure why it is again showing this way, but I think 100 INR is 0.95 GBP. All these are probably, most probably correct. I don't see any issue. Let us activate it now. Go back, activate material ledger. Okay, in activate material ledger, okay, what it does is, so go to our plant BB10, okay, say active, say active. Okay. Now here when you see price determination, you have to say what should be the default price determination, whether it should be 2 or whether it should be 3. Okay, whether it should be 2 or whether it should be 3. I will rather set it as 3 with standard price. If you do not do it as standard price, then there is no purpose why you will implement actual costing. It is only in standard price you are able to take the price variances to the P&L. I will take a small pause and I'll show you how it all works. So let me just enter here. Okay, this means binding. When I say binding, it doesn't allow you to change. I will not set that setting. So rather I'll say 3 and 3. So which means the price determination save. Okay, I'll show you this the entries and the effect in P&L. Okay, so let me go to the Excel. Okay, okay, I have created here a P&L. Okay, I don't need so many rows. Okay, let's say I am now trying to buy some inventory at moving average price, on 1st August 1. So it is 8/1. So no, it is 1/8. I am buying stock purchase 100 units at 12 rupees each. Okay, now we are going to do moving average. When I do moving average, okay, what it does is 100 into 12. So let me take here quantity, rate, amount. Now I'll give cumulative stock, cumulative value, and moving average price. Okay, moving average price. Now this is transaction based. So when I buy the initial units, so let us say 100 units I am buying at 12. Sorry, I have to give it here at 12. So it becomes 100 into 12. 100 into 12. Okay, my cumulative stock is 100. Cumulative value of stock is 1200. Okay, now look at the entry that happens. Okay, the entire inventory of 1200, the moving average price will be cumulative value by cumulative stock. This is the formula. Okay, so 12 remains. So my inventory raw material will be inventory RM will be 1200. Okay, and my trade payables will be 1200. Suppose say I got it on credit, trade payables will be 1200. Right, now I am buying few more units. Okay, on let's say 3rd August 3/8, I am buying let's say 150 units. 150 units at 8:15. Okay, so 150 units I am going to buy at 15. So my value here is 2250. So my cumulative stock is earlier stock plus the current new purchase. Okay, same formula I have to apply here. So it is cumulative value plus the current value. Okay, moving average price is 13.8. Now what it does is, in moving average price, so this is a scenario for moving average price. So I have already given here moving average. So let's say here I will give it moving average. Okay, merge cells, this is moving average. Okay, so now directly the inventory now will be 3450. Okay, trade payables is 3450. Now this is when you adopt moving average, right? This is when you adopt moving average. Now let me create I need one more row. Okay. Okay. This is done. So this is not required. Okay. So let's say I will format it. These are the totals. Done. Now I'll copy the same thing and I'll show you the moving average price. What happens? In an earlier example, I have taken an existing material and shown it also. So let's copy this moving average price with a box. Let's put a box, but box doesn't appear. You have to put a color there. So Alt OE. So I'll put a box of green color so that it is more visible here, 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 and here, and say OK. So now moving average, now I'll copy it as standard price. Now look at what happens in standard price. F2, standard price. Okay. All this value I will copy. Copy it here. I am purchasing 12 units, rate is 12. Okay, the only addition here is, look at it, what happens, it goes to the price difference account. It goes to the price difference account. So I'll say price difference account. Okay, cumulative price difference. Okay, let's say the standard cost of the material. Let's say the standard cost of the material is, let's say 10. Okay, let's say the standard cost of the material is 10. In standard cost, estimate is 10. So if it is 10, so the rate will always remain 10, but you have bought it at 12. You have bought it at 12. So what happens is, whatever the 10 minus 12, so what is the value? Price difference is 12 minus the standard price of 10, right, multiplied by total number of units. This is your price difference. 200 is the price difference. So how it gets affected is, inventory will be shown after the first entry, after the 1st August entry, it will be shown as 1000. So payables is 1200. The price difference is taken to the P&L. Price difference of 200 is taken to the P&L as expense. Okay. Now after you purchase the second, on the 3rd August, when you purchase this 150 units, again the inventory is shown as 1500. So your cumulative inventory should be 2500. So it will show up as 2500. But your trade payables now becomes 1200 plus 2500 is 3700. Your price difference is, again, you have purchased it at 15, but your standard cost is 10 into 150 units, right? Into 150 units. Somewhere it is into 150. The 8 is not required. Into 150 units. So it is 750. Your cumulative price difference is 750. So totally 950 should show in price difference. Okay. So this is shown as 3700, right? 2500 is your inventory value. Okay. And price difference is 950. So what is the total stock? 2500 plus 950 is 3450 is your payment due to the vendor. So on the top also it will be 3450. Okay. What is the difference between moving average and standard price? In standard price, the price difference will be tracked separately. Whereas in moving average, you will never get to know what is the price difference month on month on a given material. So that is the setting that you enable here in material ledger. If you say 2, right? If you say 2, it will be moving average, transaction based. If you say 3, it will be standard cost based, standard price based. I will set it as standard price based so that we are able to track it. Now this is the default setting, At material level, you can further choose certain materials to be moving average, certain materials to be in standard price. So that is the setting that you do here. I hope you understood. If not, leave your questions in the comments. I will further try to simplify it. So with this, I have activated the material ledger. Okay, then your material ledger is now active. After the material ledger is active, you should now maintain the number range for material ledger document. Click here. Okay, now maintain financial accounting document type. Go here. Your material ledger document is for ML. ML is the material ledger document type. So come here, ML. In ML, okay, so the number range assigned is 47. Go to the number range information, check your company code whether you have assigned, check your intervals. For 47, have you assigned? Yes, for 47 you have assigned number range. So the number range for material documents are done. This particular setting is completed. Back. So we have done. When it comes to the actual costing, we have done this setting, this one, maintain number ranges. Now coming to dynamic price changes. What is dynamic price changes? Okay. Now it is bit difficult to understand theoretically. I have to show you with an example. Okay. Let me first show you theoretically at this point of time, because all our configurations are not yet complete. I cannot show it to you in the system. So let me give you a theoretical example. Okay. Let's say this currently we are in August. Okay, we started with a standard estimate price. Standard estimate price is let's say $10. $10 for a given material. For a given material, it is 10. But due to the price variance, etc., at the end of the month, actual price calculation is done, and that end of month would be 31st August. 31st August. The actual price, when you compute, after all the variances, it will show up as $12. Okay. Now this 12, if you mark these prices, so in the costing run, ML run, okay, is done performed for August on 1st September. Okay, hence the price is marked as 12 with effective date from 1st September. So this is the catch, September, right? It is marked as 1st September. So even if you release it, it is this price of 12 is applicable from 1st September. But then what about the prices? What price do you want to do for all of the activities which you carry out in September? So what price should the movements consider? Should it be in the month of September? In the month of September. So here it will be marked, sorry, this is marked with effect from October, following month. Okay. So during the September, so August is closed. Let's say we are in September, we do the costing run. The prices will be set, right, as marked prices for the following month, October. But during September, if I want to use 12, right, 12 for all the September transactions, then I should set this dynamic price as active. So you have to go here, go to your respective plant, BB10, say dynamic price changes is not active or active. If I say active in the month of September, it will take the price of $12. So that's the difference here. Okay. So I will set these two settings, save it here. Okay. Okay. Done. So this is the main thing. I'll show you a material and I'll show you how the market price is reflected. So /O MM03 Okay, I have done the costing run for another company code T101 RM underscore 001. Okay, standard price. Okay, T101 is the plant. So can you see here, this is the standard price, but for August I ran on 1st September, the prices, the costing run. So it has shown me that the PUP price is 430, but that will be effect from first, future price from 1st September. So I have marked it as 1st September for August. Now if I do it for September, it will be effective from 1st October. So this is what you need to understand here, the dynamic price changes. So you may get questions right at the interview as to when these, what is the functionality of dynamic price changes. So you can check here. There is another place. Let me just go to accounting, cost, accounting 2, accounting 1. Here there should be planned unit price, PUB price somewhere here, PUB price, cost component, per unit price, future price. Let's see. So this is August, we are in August. So even though I have done the cost estimate for the month of August, the price revision is now effective from 1st September. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, future costing run. Okay, nothing is there here. Let's see, costing 2, sorry, go to costing 2. Let's say go to costing 1. Okay, here you do not have anything. Costing 2, here you have this price. So it is the standard price that is here for August 2024, and the September price which I marked is shown as 432, right? So that is what we are now seeing, the value. So now let me go back. I have bit of struggle explaining you this. So when I show you an example, then you will be able to understand. So by the time I complete the remaining recordings, I should be in September. So then I will come back and I will show you how this is effective. So we are now in August. Okay. So no, that's all. The confirm dynamic price changes, and then reasons, none of these are required. Now go to actual costing. In the actual costing, I will enable certain settings. Okay, activate actual costing. So there is no T code here. I'll come here and say activate actual costing. Verify settings for actual costings. Say execute. So material ledger not yet productive. So first you have to activate the material ledger. Very important setting. The transaction code is CKM start /O CKM start. So in CKM start for BB10, I'll first check whether I can start. After doing this only, you can start booking any activities in your plant with respect to plant. Okay. Delete existing data, one test run. Let me do the test run. So BB10. So there are no issues here, which is very good. Okay, which is very good. You can see here your material ledger is activated for currency type 10, 30 and 40. You should get all of these green. Okay, so I can go back now. I'll remove the test run. I'll execute it. Done. See, now your material is productive. So now you can go and create materials also, which is a very good thing. Now I'll go and check for BB20. Okay, do a test run, say execute. Everything is fine. Okay, go back, remove the test run, say execute. So all of these entries are done. BB20 done. So your actual costing is activated. What is actual costing? I'll explain to you in a different session. Okay, let me go back to, now that the plant is activated, production start has been done. Okay, go back. Okay, activate actual costing is already done. Let me go to activate actual costing. Okay, let's select our plant BB10. Okay, BB10 is BB10. Yeah, here it is BB10. So I am going to activate actual costing. Okay. Now here activity cost. Okay. What it says is whether activity update is relevant to price determination or not relevant to price determination. Okay. 1 and 2 relevant to price determination. I will say yes. So it is relevant to price determination. If I do this one, I should not do the revaluation of orders. Okay. Rather, I should wait for the revaluation of orders to be taken care by the monthly costing run. Instead, if I give 1, okay, then I can run the revaluation of order. What is revaluation of order? You will at this point of time get confused. Do not strain your brain. So there is a separate session where I will explain that to you. So just say function F1. Okay. Update is active but not relevant to price determination. Consumption is updated in the quantity structure but not taken into account price determination. I have an example in the PowerPoint. I will explain it to you. Even if you do not understand, do not strain your brain. So there is another session where I will explain this to you. So let me see. So anyway, I have activated this. So save this. Done. Back. Okay. Then activate actual cost component split. You will have to do this one. So I'll execute this. Activate actual cost component split. So say okay. Save. Okay. Save. Okay. I'll make an attempt to explain you this actual costing. Okay. Now there are a lot of examples here, lot of numbers. Okay. But I will try to explain it to you in a simple way. Let's see. Okay, now you see here at the start of the period, I have a planned quantity, planned price. What are we saying here? The planned quantity of my input material is 30. Sorry, quantity that I will be using is 30 and the planned price is 10. So the total consumption would be 300. Okay, let me draw some circles here. Okay, so 300 is the planned what do you call cost of material to produce this finished good. Labor, I am expecting that total hours that will be consumed is 25 and per hour price is 40. So then it comes to 1000. Okay. Now machine hours, total quantity that I am expecting is 20. Total price I am expecting is that it will be 12. And then power, I am expecting that 10 units will be consumed here. 10 units will be consumed here. Okay, undo. So say let's say 10 units will be consumed. The planned rate is 5. The planned rate is 5, so it will be 50. Okay. During the month, I will not have the actual bills, right? I will not have the actual labor because I will pay during the month end. So I have no information about that. The only information I have on every day is the actual quantity consumed, right? So I will not have the price. Very, very important. You need to understand during the month, I will not have, okay, the actual price because the salaries, power bill, fuel bill, etc. I will get it only during the month end. So, but I will have quantity because every day I am doing production. So let's say how many hours of labor have you consumed in this today for this particular batch of production? I have consumed 30, but whereas your plan was 25. So there is a variance of 5, right? Again, what is the machine hours you thought you will consume 20, but you have consumed 25, right? This is your actual hours which you have consumed. But because I do not have the actual price, I have only planned price. I am multiplying the actual quantity with the planned price. You may ask why I don't have actual price. Because actual price I will get only when at the end of the month I will take the total labor cost divided by total labor hours during the month of August. When I divide it, I will get the actual rate. So there is an activity called actual rate calculation. Then I will reevaluate my production orders. So these production orders later I will reevaluate it. So now look at it at the end of the month. Now let's see what happened here. So okay. So you your beginning of the month with the estimate that you will be able to produce each unit at 1590, right? But when you applied the actual hours, the actual hours, labor hours was 30 and machine labor hours was 25, so your cost came to 1850. So this is the cost with the planned price, right? Now let us see what is the actual price at the end of the month. At the end of the month, you were able to calculate the rate. The actual rate is 35, whereas you estimated that the rate of labor cost will be 40. So there is a drop in labor cost, which is good. Similarly, you expected machine hours is 12, but the actual machine hour is only 10. Maybe the depreciation this month it is computing for just 28 days or 30 days, something like that. And the power cost is 5. There is no change in the power cost. The power cost is 5. So with the actual quantity that you have consumed, that is number of hours of labor, number of machine hours, number of units, and number of electricity units, with actual price, when you computed, you were able to, come with the price here, revised price at the end of the month. This is done as part of the ML run, right? ML run during the month end, right? There is another calculation. So what happens now? Are you saying that this drop in price of for each labor hour, is that going to be permanent? Is it going to be permanent every month? Are you saying, or is it that this drop in price only happened only this month? Maybe for some reason the labor cost has gone down, the machine cost has gone down. So do you expect that this particular price change is going to remain same for each month in the future? Similarly, the consumption of quantity went up. Now it might have gone up because your machine has a fault in the month of August, so you ended up working more hours, and the machine also you ended up using more machine hours. It's possible, right? So but that is a one time activity, or it is actually that you have improved the quality of a product and every month you are going to have the same thing. So if you are saying that this particular actual quantity is going to remain consistent month on month, it is not a one-off change, then you would like to update your price. So that is what you are telling the system. The actual quantity and price variances, you use it to revise the cost estimate. But typically we do not apply this. We will rather set the price as 1590 because we wanted to see the impact in the month of August, September, October, November based on price variance, usage variance, input quantity variance, resource mix variance. I want to compare month on month how is the yield and how are the variances moving. But if you wanted to apply, that is where you have given this setting here. I have shown you this particular setting. I'll remove all these drawings here. Okay, come back to the pointer. So here you give this setting here. Let me go back to the pointer. Okay, so here if you see, I don't know why here it is showing like this. Okay, this is cost component split in actual activation of the actual costing. Here you have given this particular setting here too. 2 indicates actual quantity update, activity update. So any revisions to the activity, okay, it is relevant for price determination. So you reevaluate my price and include the changes. But if you do not want it, you will set it as 1. Okay, I will produce 2 materials in each of the plant, and in both the plants I will show you the difference. In BB10, one of them I will set it as 1, in another one I will do it as 2, and I will show you the difference. Save, done, save, go back, okay, close, that's it. So with this all the settings are completed. Now let me go to the PowerPoint and check if I have missed any setting. So I don't need this one here now. Go to PowerPoint, go back. There is some theory. This is from the help guide from SAP. You can check that. Okay. So I have done actual costing, activate actual cost component split, production startup I have done. material update structure, dynamic pricing, all of these settings are completed. Okay, if you face any issues, you can reach out to me. You can post your question. I am there to help. So let's see what has happened. Demo is completed. I'll be covering all these topics. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy. Happy learning.